had several years ago, I had a doe. It was early season, so I hunt does early season, and then because where I'm at, the rut doesn't start until the end of December. So with bow season starting October 15th, you got a lot of time when the bucks they're here, but they're just not really. It's not like the rut is. The bucks aren't everywhere like they are during the rut, and so I had a doe walk in, and so she was about 40 yards away. Perfect shot. She was standing broadside. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be easy. This is gonna be a chip shot. She's standing perfectly still. Drew back, shot, and I was just sitting there watching, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. She heard that bow go off, and when I recovered her, it was a fatal shot, but the recovery was unbelievable. I get up there, and the arrow, because she was, like I said, she was perfectly broadside. She was facing to my right. So I aimed for the upper portion of the heart. That way, like you said, if she drops, I'll still catch double lung. If she doesn't drop, then I've got a heart shot. And she dropped a little bit, but what amazed me is that she spun, and she spun towards me. And so her head slung around toward me, and then she turned her body. My arrow went through her neck and then entered to the back, entered through her back leg and stuck into her femur. And just luckily, it caught the blade on the broadhead caught her jugular. I sit there for a while just trying to figure out how in the world. And the only thing I can figure is she spun around, because I know she spun, but she heard the arrow, the shot go off, and she just spun. And that arrow, so quickly that by the time the arrow got to her, she was already turned halfway around. She was like bent in half, and that arrow went through her neck and stuck into her right leg, right rear leg, and she didn't go but maybe 10 yards. So it was a quick kill, but it was just amazing how quickly she had heard that arrow and spun so quickly that arrow was able to enter. The arrow actually entered the left side of her neck.
They're quick.
Unbelievable.